Hi there.
We are live here at MMA. It's Amy Martin here and Brandi Myree. I am here today to interview Brandi on her experience of becoming a makeup artist, being an instructor here, and kind of get to know you and what drove you.
Okay.
They always say that your story drives you into how far you get within your career, within life, everything you achieve.
Absolutely.
And we want to know, what in your story drove you. So I actually have a few questions here to ask you.
Okay.
So the first thing is, what made you want to become a makeup artist? Was it a defining moment that stood out?
Well, honestly, I kind of fell in love with makeup when I was in high school. I came from a pretty strict family and wasn't allowed to wear makeup at the time. I was young. My skin was kind of crazy, and I remember saying to my mom, like, you gotta let me cover this up. So anyway, I started with like foundation, and then I was like into eyes and putting like 5,000 colors in my eyes. And long story short, that's where my love for makeup developed. Then what I realized is I had always loved art, though. Mm-hmm. I knew I wanted to be in some kind of creative industry. So I did dance and I did music, and it's kind of all over the place, which sometimes creatives are.
Yeah.
And so long story short, I just fell in love with makeup, and makeup was that thing that I chose.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes people will say, oh, it kind of, chose me, like they just felt like they were born to do it. I felt like I was born to do something artistic and creative, but I chose makeup.
Okay, all right, that's great. So who is your biggest inspiration, whether it be, in the makeup career, like in the makeup field or family, and why?
Oh man, so I guess as a segue from the first question, I should start with this. When I decided I really wanted to pursue makeup, I sought out professional education. And I actually went to California in LA, and I did classes with some celebrity makeup artists. And there was one artist in particular that stood out to me, and her name was Kathy Aragon.
Wow.
And she literally just had this presence about her that was very inspiring. Like, she wanted to do more than just help you learn makeup. She wanted you to grow yourself and really experience something that you're passionate about using makeup. So she was inspirational, and that was a defining moment. I went to the makeup show, and I did classes and it just changed my entire life. I was like, whoa, this whole world of professional makeup artistry that I didn't know about.
Wow.
And then beyond that, I was very fortunate and privileged to have a mentor. And my mentor was Devon Testagrossa. She's the founder of MMA.
Wow.
And I met her, and she really helped me cultivate my artistry skills, my business skills, and took me under her wing and just groomed me into who I am. So huge inspiration for me as a business professional, owner, makeup artist. I mean, she's so many things. So
That's awesome. It sounds like you have a lot of people that just want to see you, everyone that inspired you didn't want you just to learn makeup, but they want to see you succeed in makeup.
Definitely.
Which is huge.
That's huge, yeah.
That's awesome.
I think, we always say here at the Academy, how you perform and your success personally determines your success professionally.
Yeah.
And I very much feel that way. And I am fortunate to have people in my life, a community of support, which we all need to, help us grow in all areas.
Yeah,
So.
I agree. Okay, so what's your favorite thing that you've taught while being here?
Ha! Teaching. I love teaching. So probably my favorite thing, I taught bridal classes for a really long time, and recently stepped down from doing that to allow our amazing instructor, Crystal, to teach those. But probably my favorite thing would be in bridal specifically. I love corrective makeup.
Okay.
I love advanced color correction and teaching, how do you put a wing liner on somebody with their eyes, falling down to their shoulder? So, things like that are really challenging. I like challenges. I think it's important for students to face challenges and overcome them and be prepared for the real world. I mean, doing color correction, learning how to put wing liner on somebody with eyelids down here, that's preparing yourself for the real world. So that's what I like to teach.
I love that. That's awesome. Okay, so if you could give one piece of advice to those who are interested in a career in makeup, what would it be?
One piece of advice. My piece of advice would probably be to pursue the seemingly impossible.
Okay.
It's kind of like in the world of professional athletes, you usually have like 1% of people that make it to that level.
Yeah.
So everybody thinks, oh, I'll never make it. But the moment you decide you're never going to make it is the moment you actually defeat the possibility of that happening. So I've always been a person that pushes boundaries, asks questions that other people are afraid to ask, pursue ventures that people are maybe sure that somebody else is going to get it that's more talented or more creative or more whatever. And it's always gotten me places. So places that other people haven't been. And so I really feel like when you challenge yourself to pursue the seemingly impossible, things become possible. Because if everyone sat back and thought, this is impossible, I can't do it, then no one would ever get there. So why wouldn't it be you? Why can't it be you?
That's very true. That's very true. That's awesome. This is great. I feel like I've been working with you for so long now, and I didn't even know half those things. So it was nice to get to know you a little bit.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for telling us this, and I feel inspired right now. I want to go run a marathon or something.
Oh, that's good.
Join a makeup competition. I can do it.
I'm not running a marathon, but power to you. I don't like to run.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, you guys. We'll be back tomorrow, and tomorrow's Walk-In Wednesday. Don't forget.
Yes, come in and visit us.
Yes, come take a tour of our place and view our programs. These are just 2 you see here. There's a lot more for you to come and see. And then also down below is to get to know our instructors. So click on that link and get to know the rest of our instructors. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon. Bye. Woo! MMA.